What's up, you guys? I'm Nikki B here with Morton Golf Sales at the Hagen Oak Golf Complex, and I have here with me Russ King, Regional Sales Rep for Callaway Golf. And I know Russ pretty well. We've gone back a few years now.
A number of years. You've been showing off our product for quite a while now.
You know, yeah. I mean, I got to. I'm a big Callaway girl. And tell me what is the latest and greatest that Callaway has to offer right now.
So we are very excited to be launching here in just a couple of weeks the new Rogue ST product line, which is going to be a whole new product line of woods, fairway woods, irons, and hybrids. So this is a big launch for us. So it's a full product family. So the driver is always the most exciting club in the bag for most people. So this is going to be the new Rogue ST.
You guys got a lot of new stuff going on with this driver, and why is this one so much different, so much more special than drivers you've had in the past?
So Rogue ST, and ST, which you're going to hear all the time, Nikki, people are going to want to know what ST means, and it's our development team called it speed tuning. And it was pretty cool. The analogy they made was to Formula One racing, which Netflix has made really popular here. Your top Formula One teams like Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari all spend hundreds of millions of dollars literally chasing a tenth of a second on the racetrack. And our development team spends tens of millions of dollars a year literally trying to chase 1 mile an hour ball speed on a driver.
Right.
So to get there requires a lot of development, a lot of money, and a lot of patience. And this is the finished product. And what makes this so different than our Epic, which was so successful, is this casting process. Generally, most of your drivers in the marketplace do a lot of micro welding, a lot of bonding. So the face has to be welded to the sole, to the crown. This is a one-piece titanium.
Wow.
So it's a big deal for us in the manufacturing world. It's a unibody, and our speed frame, which we have that none of our competitors have, is all integrated and it's one piece. So this frees up a lot of weight. Discretionary weight is what our engineers love. And tungsten is the coveted metal. It's the most dense metal of all the metals we use. So there is a new tungsten weight cartridge in the back. Lets us make the club more forgiving on mishits, and it helps us control launch and spin. And then our new AI face, these asymmetrical faces are really unique, and this is where our engineers step aside and we have a supercomputer that runs millions of prototypes and finds ways to maximize ball speed off the center. Most of the drivers out there are really good when they're hit in the center where the USGA tests us, but trying to maximize ball speed on miss hits off the center as far as possible is where we're able to separate ourselves from the competition. And a lot of it has to do with the development with our supercomputer and AI with that unique face.
Right, yeah, the AI technology and the Jailbreak, those are kind of your guys' biggest things with Callaway and your equipment. But this driver also, there's not just one, right? There are multiple.
So we have a driver for everyone. Yes, and I'm glad you brought that up. So the one that we're going to sell to the masses is going to be the Max. So this model will have just a slight draw bias built in. It'll be very forgiving. It'll let you get a lot of distance on miss hits. And then we'll actually have a draw model of this. It'll be called the Max D for people that tend to come across the target line, are really battling a slice. We call it our slice killer. And then for better players that are fighting spin, generally a lot of spin is what's going to rob you distance off the driver. So this model right here, the LS, this will be our low spin version. And then when you get into really accomplished players, like on tour at Kapalua that you saw last week, John Rahm, the world's #1 player, Xander Schauffele, all of our staff players will almost exclusively play what we call our triple diamond. So this is a little smaller head, 450cc, and it's kind of set up for better players that don't miss the middle, like to move the ball around with the driver and can actually shape their shots. So we actually have something for everybody. So there'll be technically 4 heads.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I feel like the Max will be probably pretty popular amongst the general crowd here.
Max and the Max Draw is probably where you want to come out and demo the clubs here at the Performance Center. Those are going to be the friendliest, the easiest to hit.
So obviously lots of technology in here, but one of the main things that I'm seeing, and I think one feature that everyone loves, is the way it looks. It's very aesthetically pleasing. So can you talk about kind of the difference in this driver versus kind of the drivers in the past?
There's a lot more carbon fiber. I'm glad you picked that up. They look great though, don't they?
They do.
Everything that you see here that is not metal, that's carbon, is our triaxial carbon fiber. And we just made this one blacked out with the carbon fiber. Little highlights here with our tungsten cartridge of the kind of the goldish, but it looks really good cosmetically, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the matte black face, I mean, it's just beautiful to look at. It's really sharp.
I think for shelf appeal, this will be one of the best drivers we've ever made. It looks great.
Definitely. Okay.
And as good as they look, they perform even better.
I was just gonna say, as much as I love looking at them, I mean, we're here. Can I hit a few?
The weather like this, January, here in Northern California, you have to hit them.
Okay,
So let's hit them.
Let's do it. Oh, there we go.
That was incredible. Good hang time, down the middle, little draw.
And that felt so good. I don't think I've ever gotten that good of trajectory from a driver before. I'm not kidding. It's going in the bag. It's going in the bag. All right, you guys. Well, I know what I'm putting in the bag. And so if you want to check out the new Callaway Rogue ST, make sure, come on down to Hagen Oaks, get fitted, check them out. You got to put them in the bag. Go Rogue.